In this video, I'm going to give you the best door-to-door marketing strategy for getting more customers for your pressure washing business, window cleaning business, gutter cleaning, essentially any service that you can offer at a customer's house. This script that I'm going to give you guys today is going to absolutely crush for those. And I know it will, because we're going to be breaking down some of these sales tactics that these guys are using going door-to-door on TikTok. I got a couple different videos that I want to show to you guys. We're going to break down exactly what it is that they're doing so that way you guys can emulate it within your business and turn this door-to-door sales script into thousands of dollars every single day. But before we get into it, we're doing a free web class tonight on the 3 secrets that help my buddy Aaron scale his pressure washing business from $0 to over $250,000 a year with one truck and no money. It's absolutely free, and he's going to be going over every facet of how he grew his business. So check it out. First link in the comment section and the description. We've also teamed up with the window cleaning resource to give away the ultimate window cleaning business starter kit next month to a premium or platinum subscriber of Quote IQ. So if you need help keeping up with customers, sending estimates, invoices, or collecting payments, check out Quote IQ. It'll be linked in the comment section and description of this video as well. But with that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump right into it. I got 2 different videos I want to show you guys. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. This is a guy that I found on TikTok. He does a great job. You guys have probably also seen the window cleaners on Facebook as well. This guy's a little less pushy, and I kind of like his tactics a little bit more. The window cleaners are okay with getting no's and proceeding along with the transaction. This guy's a little bit more receptive to how the customer's coming across, but he still has a ton of success. The one thing that I do want to point out is, before we get into the video, a lot of the people that he approaches are already out on the street. So he does do door-to-door, which we're going to look at here in the second video. But in the first one, you guys are going to see him just roll up on somebody who's outside. Obviously, he's walking in a neighborhood. And I guess it's just a good way to get an interaction going with someone who's already outside rather than the door-to-door, because a lot of people don't probably answer door-to-door, and they're going to have to answer you, obviously, if you're walking up right on them. So let's go ahead and check this out and see what we can take from it.
We're doing work for some neighbors up the street. We do gutter cleaning and exterior window washing. Wondering when's the last time you had any of those services
Any of that done? Probably the spring I had it done.
Are you open to get a quote on the gutters while we're here and give you a free quote?
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Give me 2 minutes. I'll knock on the door. I'll let you know what you're looking at.
So this is the first step. You want to walk up. You want to build rapport by saying, hey, we've been doing some work in the neighborhood. We're just coming by and seeing if you were interested in getting a quote on some gutter cleaning. Or you can lead with the question that he did. When was the last time you got your gutters cleaned? It kind of lets the customer answer the question, saying, it's been like last spring. So obviously it's been a whole year. It's probably time to get them done. Are you okay if we give you a quote? We'll just kind of walk around, take about 5 minutes, and we'll just give you a quick quote for free. The customer's going to say yes, especially if they're on the fence. You're kind of putting them on the spot as it is, and that's why door knocking is so beneficial. Face-to-face, putting them on the fence, making them make a decision right now. Why would they say no to a free estimate? So he walks up, hey, when's the last time you got your gutters cleaned? It's been a year. Are you opposed to a free quote? No, I'm not. Okay, give me 5 minutes.
The gutters, you'd be looking at $140 per level.
$140 per level.
Yeah, so you'd be looking at $280 for that. And
Yeah.
for the windows, you'd be looking at $350.
Okay.
So one of the most crucial pieces, and I mentioned this earlier about door-to-door sales, is giving the close face-to-face. Okay, so a lot of times the way people, structure their businesses, they'll go out, they'll meet with the customer, they'll walk the property with the customer, and then they'll say, hey, we're going to, text you over your estimate, or we'll email you over your estimate. You'll be able to close a ton more people if you're able to do these face-to-face quotes. So he looks at her, he says, hey, it's going to be $250 for this. It's going to be $350 for that. Is that something you want to go ahead and get done? Now she's put on her toes. She's not really calculating in her head. She's like, oh, $250, $350. Okay, that's going to be XYZ amount. She just kind of put on the spot, hey, are you down to do it or not? She's more likely to make an impulse purchase that way, rather than if you were to text her a quote and she would have time to think about it. Hey, I talked to my husband. Hey, we did this, we did that. It's not going to work out. No, thank you. So let's see what she says.
How does that sound?
Yeah, so like Friday or
Today
even
is
next
Wednesday.
week is fine. There's no rush for us.
I think we could do it either Friday or Saturday if that works for you.
Okay. Yeah.
So this formula is super simple, you guys. You walk up on them, you say, hey, we're offering this service in the neighborhood for these people. Would you like to go ahead and get a free quote on it? Absolutely. Okay, great. Walk the property. Hey, your quote's going to be XYZ for this, XYZ for that. They're either going to go for it or they're not going to go for it. But a lot of people, it works. And that's why these guys do so well. That's why they make all these videos getting these deals done. So the formula is super simple. Now let's go ahead and take a look at a door that he had to knock, and he actually gets a rebuttal and has to come back to close the deal. So let's take a look at that one.
I noticed a little bit of dust on the siding. Are you open to get a quote while we're in the area?
I'm open to get a quote.
I'll take a quick 30-second walk around. I'll let you know what you're looking at.
Okay, thank you very much.
Perfect.
So we can see with this lady, she's a little bit more standoffish. Obviously, she's got the door in front of her closed, so she's a little bit less receptive than the other lady was, who was just kind of out in the open. And you might not think that these things really matter, but it's all about selling psychology, right? So somebody who's open to us, somebody who's face to face, shoulder to shoulder, is more likely to be receptive to saying yes to getting the job done than somebody who's standing behind a screen door. There's a barrier in between you guys. So he walked up to the house. He said, "Hey, we're doing work in the neighborhood." And then he goes, "I noticed that your sidings were a little bit dirty. Did you want to go ahead and get a free quote?" Now, I don't know if I'd recommend you guys telling people that their stuff is dirty. I've seen him do it in a bunch of different videos and it seems to work. So that's something that you could do, is point out something that's dirty. "Hey, I noticed your gutters were full. Hey, I noticed your windows were kind of dirty." It might be a good selling point. Or you guys could go with the other school of thought of, "Hey, when was the last time that you had the house washed?" And then they go, "Oh, well, it's been a year, it's been 2 years, it's been 3 years." "Okay, great. Would you be open to a free quote?" Either way, you're kind of segueing into the fact that they need it, right? One allows the customer to answer the fact that they need it. The other one kind of infers, "Hey, I noticed that this was dirty, that was dirty. Would you be okay with getting a quote?" So I would kind of lean more towards asking the customer when was the last time they had it done. I think it puts the ball in their court. It kind of makes them admit that they need it done rather than you having to point it out and maybe putting a bad taste in their mouth. Anyway, let's go ahead and see how the rest of the transaction played out.
For house this size, you'd be looking at $225 per side. You have 4 sides, you'd be looking at $900. For that price, we blow the roof off, scoop everything out of the gutters, clean the outside of the gutters, clean all the siding, all the dust, all the algae, do the windows, essentially a whole house wash.
Okay, so before we get into what the lady rebutted with, I like the way that he presented the price first, and then he went into all the different things that price encompassed, right? Because he could have said first, just to let you know, this quote entails X, Y, Z, and then said the price, but rather he put the price on the front end and he said all of the other things on the back end. So the customer, it's going to be a little bit farther away from her mind than if he would have flipped it around. So that's a little bit of selling psychology right there. Hey, it is going to be 900, but these are all the things that this is going to entail, rather than saying, "Hey, we're going to do all these things, but it's going to be 900. I don't know if you guys can see the difference there, but making the switch will make all the difference. Let's see what she responded with.
I have a few.
Yeah.
And I'll give you a call. if I
Absolutely.
decide
I'm actually parked right here. I'm going to be talking to some of your neighbors for the next 3 hours. Check back in with you in a couple hours or so.
So she needs some time to think of it. And you see, there's no pushiness with this guy. Like whenever you're watching some of the window cleaner guys, I've seen them come back on rebuttals like this and say, "Hey, is it a price issue? Is it this or is it that?" We lower the price. And if they still have a problem with it, then we walk. This guy's like, "Hey, you know what? I'm going to be in the area. I'm walking these houses anyway. I'm just going to come back and visit you in a little while. That sounds good." So it's a little bit more low pressure, which I do like. And she seems to be very receptive to that.
How did you make out?
We're doing 3 houses on Nelson tomorrow. Do you know Diana, Andy, Michelle?
Or are you doing Andy's?
Yeah, we're doing Andy's.
So that
Okay, so now we have social proof. We have extreme social proof, right? How'd you make out? So the customer is now taking part in his journey. Like, "Hey, how did everything go talking to my neighbors?" "Oh, it went great. We're doing Michelle's. We're doing blah, blah, blahs. We're doing Andy's." "Oh, you're doing Andy's house," right? Like now we're associating people that we know, they're getting the service done. The likelihood of him closing is now increasing, increasing, increasing. You can tell even with the inflection in her voice. "Oh, you're doing Andy's house." Like she was excited that he was doing one of her neighbors' houses. So now she's going to be more receptive to the close. So let's see how he presents it.
it's 900 total.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to do it myself, that's for sure. So
Yeah.
I'll go ahead with it.
Okay. I was going to ask if tomorrow would work as well.
Tomorrow would work.
Perfect. Yeah, we can do it tomorrow.
Okay, and as you guys can see, he closed the deal. Obviously, he did. I wish these guys would put out a little bit more content on deals that they didn't close. The window cleaners have some, which we'll take a look at in the future. However, you could see within the framing of everything, it's all about social proofing up front, offering a service that they need and presenting it in a way that they need it, either by saying, "Hey, this is dirty," or "When did you get this clean last?" And then we do a quick walk around. We present them with the price as well as all of the services that they're going to get with that price. And then it's an in-person close on, "This is the dollar amount. How do you feel about it? You want to go ahead and get on the schedule?" There's a little bit more pressure there. Like I said, you're putting them on their heels a little bit. They're going to have to think faster, right? A little bit more pressure on the close will make somebody make a move rather than saying, "Do you have a card? Do you have this? Do you have that?" One other note is a lot of people probably don't answer the door. A lot of people say, "Hey, we want to think about it. Do you have a card?" It's always good to probably bring a bunch of flyers and things around. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you made it this far, comment down below close and I'll hashtag you a real one. Also, go knock some doors, you guys. Like, go knock some doors. Let me know how you do. Hopefully, this video helped to kind of break down some of the things that you need to be doing within your script so that way you can close some doors. I'm going to be working with my brother. We're actually going to go try to do some door knocking on some trash can cleaning jobs. So hopefully I'll get some footage of that for you guys and we'll be able to break it down here on the channel. But my name is Justin. This is Forever Self-Employed. Until next time, hustle hard and get that money, baby. Peace.